Okay, thank you.
Okay, so while we are waiting for Fa, let's do a quick recap of last week's episode of Curse of Strahd. So after a very peaceful sleep inside of a magical tiny hut that Yetta summoned, you all, you all begin to sleep, and in the middle of the night, Rapture is woken up by her raven Buffy, who alerts her to a presence outside. And when Rapture looks about, she sees the raven that has been following the party for several days now, back on the doorway of the windmill. Windmill. As I realize I say written meal. And you, Rapture, decide to actually go outside and kind of figure out what's going on with this raven. And you cast Speak with Animals and you have a conversation, and the raven warns you of Vistani in general, stating that they are minions of Strahd and that you should keep away from Vistani. She also tells you that you have allies at the Blue Water Inn in Valaki and encourages you to go there. You question her. You question if she, as a kind of like as a mysterious raven, can be trusted, and you see her magically transform into an older, naked woman who repeats her warning and tells her she takes this transformation very seriously and she must leave. And she kind of transforms back and leaves you out in the misty fields outside of the windmill. You return back into the hut and return to sleep. In the morning, you all wake up fully rested. Irina turns to Prana secretly, as best as secretly can be in a tiny hut, and shows her the magical book that you had all given her, in which she had a very visual dream, very cryptic, about a mansion and many other images. I'd be happy to reread it if you guys have questions about that.
Also,
And
please don't
sharing a
forget
work
the
part with Hugo.
right.
What?
Yeah,
What?
the
What?
Hugo sex dreams.
Yes, and you guys claim it was Hugo sex dreams because that's
No,
good.
no, 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 no. There were also Hugo sex dreams in there. I'm not saying that the book didn't have the other dream. What I'm saying is, in addition to the other dream, she had a weird sex dream about Hugo.
You
It
want to?
became canon.
Kayleen's trying to make it canon. Stop trying to make that a
No, no,
thing.
no. See, you don't understand. It's not that I'm trying to make it canon. It's literally canon. This happened last time.
She saw it.
We discussed this. This is real.
It's not
Oh yeah,
real. It didn't really
Brahma
happen.
and Irina talked about it, didn't
We
they?
joked about it.
Yeah.
Are you gaslighting our GM?
I'm not gaslighting.
Kaylee,
Happened.
I'm not making it up.
you suggested it as an idea that it was a Hugo sex dream. Because she said, I don't usually dream about this. And you said a Hugo sex dream. And then you and I, as a GM with a player, bantered. But it's not canon.
No. That was Brana. I'm sorry. Did I not make that clear? I'm never not play acting. Except for right now. This is true.
Kayleen,
Character.
Kayleen, role player of the
Method.
year.
For Dungeons and Dragons, I go method.
Oh.
I literally spend all of Wednesday as Brana so that I can come to this prepared as Brana.
You like cave in
It's
your
weird now
coworkers'
because I'm
faces?
speaking in the third person, but I mean, like, what are you gonna do? It's method, baby.
All right. Well, we'll leave it up to interpretation. We'll say Brana believes it to be true.
Canon.
You agreed to keep it relatively disclosed between the two of you. Or discreet as possible, she asks. I'll stop the music. I realize the music is quietly playing in the background. And you guys all agree to kind of wrap up in the morning and try to depart towards the city of Alaki. As Yetta disperses the tiny hut, Benvolm and Revlin dispose of the remains in a traditional Morning Lord slash Palor, Lathander. Same thing.
That's what I called him Paylor last week.
Yeah, I know. I just read something about Palor about another campaign, which is why it's on the brain. And then you all agree that you want to kind of poke out behind the windmill and see what's going on that caught Benvolm's attention the other day. So you all explore into the back with the help of Buffy, the all-knowing seer. of a raven, and everybody, we find 4 pillars, 20-foot tall stones, in a clearing behind the windmill, and ravens flying atop of it. And when you observe it, you identify it to be what looks to be like a desecrated ritual or like site for ancient gods, and it depicts 4 cities in 4 separate seasons, and it's loosely gathered that these were supposed to depict the ancient cities of the gods. And it looks to be children, teeth, bones, are in the center to desecrate it. So you remove the bones, you hold another ceremony for dead baby bones. Hashtag baby bones. And
That's my new punk band.
oh my god, not whipped pussy.
It's a solo project. Baby
Oh.
Bones.
I'm in. I'm a Patreon. I'm a supporter. And so some struggle back up the cliffside. I believe we had to get some help from Rana and Hugo to get Rapture and Yetta back up the 30-foot cliffside, I think it was. And then finally, with your 1 horse in tow with spices and a train of dead hag bodies, you make your way towards the city of Valaki. Along the way, Hugo believes he sees the mist waving him and beckoning him towards the woods in the heavily obscured area. And as you are quickly approaching the city gates, both Rapture and Revlin think they spot movement in a bush nearby. They both alert whoever's nearby, which happens to be Yetta, and Yetta tries to draw her crossbow, and you see this figure flee. Yetta follows, and then Revlin follows her, and it becomes this chase of sorts. Revlin is able to catch up and see that it is a male human, looks Brovian, and yells at him to stop, and the man continues to flee. You both stop and try to figure out what that was, and as you do, the mists kind of converge on you very suddenly, and you feel its weight and its exhaustion kind of weigh on you, and you rush back to your party. You kind of all recollect and finally approach the gates of Valaki, where you see several pikes of decapitated heads on the top of them, and guards question you about your reasoning as to why you want to get into the city. You claim you show them your hag bodies, you show them that you are here and intend to mean no harm. They warn you that the burgomaster does not like ill intent, and that they encourage you to be on your best behavior while you're in Valaki. The gates open, you all enter. You agree to leave your hag bodies at the gate with the guard. And loosely, that's where we left off. As the gate closes behind you, you all enter into the city of Valaki. You have everything yet to explore. What would you like to do?
Did we talk to the guard? I don't remember, and I was a bad player and didn't rewatch last episode. Did we talk to the guard about getting payment for the hag bodies?
It wasn't a direct concept of payment. You guys explained that you killed hags. He seemed concerned and impressed, but there is no kind of stake on what that could get you here yet, to my understanding.
It got us in the gate.
What?
It got us in the gate.
Yeah, okay, got it. So we have no plan of... They're not keeping the bodies either, they're just letting us leave them there, correct?
Yeah, he's pretty much... I can't remember the exact terminology either, because I was in ill sorts at the end of the last video, I think, too, and I tried to watch it over and I was even confused. But I think the guard might have mentioned that he will let the burgomaster know of your arrival and what you have brought. And he kind of says, like, I have no idea how to help you with this. I just, like, let people in and out. Like, I really wouldn't recommend bringing a bunch of hag dead bodies through the city, but I'll let the burgomaster know you're here, pretty much.
Okay, got it.
Are there any other questions you guys have? I mean, obviously you're going to start exploring a city, which there's going to be already a ton of questions there. But from last session, is there anything you guys are unsure of or any questions you have? All right. So the gate closes behind you. You hear the clink of some iron as he kind of creates a chain around the wooden walls, and he says, "Off you go." That's not an accent at all.
Off you go.
Off you go. Ta-ti-ta-ti-ta.
Off you go.
So Irina, we're here now. What's the plan? We got you here. What do we do now?
You turned to Irina and say that?
Yeah.
She kind of
I'm
looks...
Irina right now. Okay, I'm always Hugo.
Method, baby.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of role playing I sense today. Irina kind of looks about, very overwhelmed as you probably all feel, and she goes, "I have no idea. My brother thought this place would be safe, and it certainly looks safer, but I have no idea where to go next. I've never been here before. My brother has, but I have not."
We should probably find somewhere to stay.
Can we just go to the burgomaster?
I mean, I believe so. I think his name is Burgomaster Vargas Valakovic.
I mean, as one burgomaster to another, right?
Well, I hear a clink. Cheers. If my brother were here, if Ismark were here, perhaps it'd be easier to gain entry, burgomaster to burgomaster. But I mean, we can try if that's what you want to do.
Burgomaster in, I don't know, like vice burgomaster.
I hate to be one of those people, but it's very traditional in Barovia, and only men can be burgomasters, Brana.
Right, well, let's burn this whole place to the ground.
All right, I'm with her.
And that's
I'm
it,
with
we're
her.
Did it sound like that announcement to the burgomaster was going to be immediate?
Well, he sent off his other guard after you guys told him that you spotted these hags were holding children. He sent his other guard away before we kind of talked about the other stuff, so he's not allowed to leave his post, but he
Sent someone to send a message.
to alert the burgomaster about missing kids. Yeah.
I think we have.
Maybe we should wait for Ismark to meet back up with us and maybe do a whole talking with the burgomaster about
4 days from now.
why 4 days? It only takes like,
He's got to get rid of the kids.
huh?
Remember,
They're living in
we
his
said to him.
house too.
As you're all conversing, the guard leans in. He goes, "I hate to eavesdrop, but it sounds like you're a little overwhelmed. Are you looking to do something in particular here in Valaki?"
We want that money for those hags.
Jesus.
We don't typically offer reward for hags. Typically, reward is for wolf. But as I said, I've sent my friend to the burgomaster to alert him of your arrival. I'm sure you can discuss awards with Vargas.
It might not be a bad idea to go find lodging for the evening and then see if we can speak to the burgomaster. That way, if he does feel like rewarding us, we can get some money for that. And if not, at least we'll have discharged some of our duties.
Our exhaustion points.
What kind of inns you got here?
It is, I recommend a Blue Water Inn. They've got good wine. It is, always relatively lively for a Barovian setting. And, they are family to the Wizards of the Wine, so they get direct shipment from the winery. So, I recommend there.
Sorry,
I've heard good
wizards?
reviews as well.
I heard what Colin said. I didn't hear what Victoria said. I'm sorry.
I've heard good reviews as well.
Yes, someone, you must be local. They are not technically wizards in the magical sense, more so wizards of the wine sense, because they're very good at crafting it.
Are there any wizards or wizard shops around?
Wizard shops, well, we do have a general store that is in the RSX stockyard, but not very magical, I'd say. But The kids in Valaki often say there is a crazy mage who wanders around north of the lake, but that's just little tales the kids hear from one another to scare each other at night.
Thank you.
Good luck. Are you magical?
Oh, I dabble here and there.
Anything that could entertain the citizens here? The burgomaster is always looking for entertainment.
I'm not much of an entertainer, and I'll go ahead and cast dancing lights.
Okay.
And I'll just kind of do a fake juggling show with them, and then throw them up into the air, combine into one little ball, then burst outward, and then come back together.
I want this to work so bad, but I still want you to roll a performance check.
Okay. Now I need to figure out what my performance is.
It can't be good because your charisma's -1.
Well, you'd say that, but as a blade singer, I am proficient in performance.
Oh man, guys.
So that is a 13.
Not bad. So, yep, as you describe it, juggling performance, Yetta kind of eyes you jealously. Like, what the fuck? That's my job. As you juggle your, is it 3 or 4 globes of light?
4.
4 globes of light, and you all see him throw them up and then catch them all on his palms and combines them. And the guard kind of chuckles and kind of claps his chainmail to his shoulder to make a clapping noise as he holds his pike. He goes, "That is very, very good. Yes, you should consider showing that to the burgomaster." It seems harmless, too, which is most important.
Yes, all the magic I know is harmless. Thank you.
By the way, speaking of magic, we saw a big smoke tier down the road. Did you see anything along the way?
And I kind of point in the general direction of where the witches thing would have been, or the hags thing would have been, around that direction.
Yeah, and you can point, and actually as you turn around, even though you're right against the gate, as you kind of like lean back and look over the gate, you can see a thick little smoke cloud, black, billowing from where you had left the pyre.
Yes, that is the windmill that the witches were imprisoning, killing, and eating the children.
Oh, it was in the windmill. Interesting. Well done. So you must be heroes.
No, just people trying to do the right thing, I think.
He looks at Rapture. You look like a cool hero. I would call you like Midnight Girl or something cool like that. I'm not good. I'll leave you be. I'm not good with names.
I cast Mage Hand and it just snaps a few times, like at a jazz club where you're like, and I wink.
Very cool. He's flustered. He kind of blushes a little bit.
But then my face goes back to stone.
Oh.
What's your name again, Mr. Guardman?
I'm so happy you asked that. My name is... My name is, Gregoric.
Gregoric?
Gregoric.
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 Greg.
Yeah, we're just gonna call you Greg. That seems easier. Greg.
Alright, and what do I call you?
Hugo.
Yogo.
Coincidentally enough, also Greg.
Alright, so I have a Yogo, I have a Greg.
It's Hugo. It's
Yogo.
Hugo.
I'm saying the same thing you're saying. Yogo.
Yogo. YOLO. It's actually YOLO.
Alright.
Do you guys in this town have like any like fight clubs or like fight arenas or like little like places where people like to fight against each other for like some coin or something like that?
You can see his happy, kind of go-lucky demeanor kind of get stern, and he kind of stiffens up and he goes, "We do not allow such violence in Valaki."
Oh, good, because I didn't have any interest in that at all. I was gonna stop it if there was one, so that's good news. Okay, good.
As I mentioned, the burgomaster treats criminals very seriously here, so be mindful of your queries.
What
Yuko.
about prostitutes? You got them in this place?
Wow. I think I've given enough tour guiding. I'll leave you be.
Oh no! I take it back. How
Any-
about bakeries?
Did you say bakeries?
Yeah.
Do they have a bakery? Not really. Not a designated bakery. There is food offered at the Blue Water Inn, but not like a bakery, unfortunately. It is still Barovia, so there's not like balloon shops and stuff everywhere.
Yo, this town sucks. I say that to the group, by the way.
So method.
We haven't even seen it yet, Hugo. Let's get going. At least move on a little ways and see what we
I'm
see.
inclined to agree with Hugo.
Yeah. Let's go.
I think we should at least respect those that are giving us sanctuary.
Sanctuary!
Okay. Should we go to the Blue Water Inn?
I think it's a good idea.
We're gonna go there first.
Yo, Gregory. Can you point us in the direction of that inn?
It's Gregoric.
Gregory.
It's straight down the road. Halfway through town on the right.
Oh, thanks. Okay, cool.
And he signals if you're in roll 20. It's just about here on the path. Do you see me? Am I in the right place? No. Here. It is right about here on the path.
I can't see sure.
In roll 20? Nothing?
I just see the main map.
Damn it.
Yeah, we're still there.
Oh, that's right. I never dragged you guys over to the city of Valaki. Everyone don't look for don't look at roll 20 for like 2 seconds, because for
I'm
me
looking.
for me to get to Valaki, I have to click on other things, so please don't.
Oh,
There's a fire.
fun.
Yeda is in the building.
What up, Yada?
Oh, yeah,
Hi.
You
How's-
okay?
Uh,
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
are you
Fa.
okay?
It's okay, baby.
All right. So, if everyone's okay, we can go into. If you look back on roll 20, I have pulled up the city of Valaki. Are you all able to see it?
While you're doing that, I turn to Yetta.
Are you
I-
able to see it? It should be up.
Yeah, you can
red
see it.
light.
Oh, okay.
While you're doing that, I turn to Yetta and I go, "Hi, Yetta. I found some of this jewelry at the maid's place, and I want you to have this pretty necklace." And
What
I put it
color?
over her neck.
What color is this?
It's red.
Oh, it matches my robes. Okay, I'm not wearing them. I'm wearing gray clothes.
It's like cheap costume jewelry, I was told. But that's all I know about it.
Thank you.
I give
How
you the
fancy. I like it. It's gaudy.
Yeah, I thought you'd like it.
Thank you.
Hmm.
I will take jewelry and put it on. Off character. What did I fucking miss?
Everything.
Oh.
The world is burning. Strahd
Okay.
has ascended to godhood.
Oh, cool. So we're joining this legion, and that's fine.
Actually, everyone's vampires besides you. So good luck.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Also, Sarah, we've decided that we're gonna go full method for D&D. So, like
Oh,
next week, you know,
no.
I'm gonna prepare.
She's not
Full
joking.
meth.
They've been talking full method now for the last 20 minutes.
Full method. What's the difference between full method and half method?
Kayleen, why don't you answer that one?
Full method is from now on, you're actually just you're Yetta. In real life now, during D&D, all week you are just preparing to be this part. So like,
Okay.
good luck to your relationships.
Okay.
It's gonna get weird.
So when I'm directing a show with kids, I'll just do this.
You have to do the accent a little bit. It's fine.
Okay.
It's just fine.
Okay.
Make the
Okay.
conscious choices that Yetta, would make.
Duh, Avi. Okay. I like it.
It's gonna be really exciting for Rapture at work tomorrow. This
Okay.
green isn't green enough.
Are we officially inside?
You are officially inside.
Did Yetta get discovered by anyone as Vistani or?
No. No.
Oh, good. Good. Okay. Success.
Ha!
Okay.
Ha!
So as you, I assume you guys can like walk and talk as you're heading
Yep.
to the Blue Water Inn. Okay.
Yeah.
We can multitask. I'm so surprised.
You can handle this. You can handle this. You're in a gated community now, guys. It's like relatively safe.
Relatively.
Anything can happen.
That's a big ass city.
It looks big, but it's probably about 1.5 miles long
Oh,
and
city sucks.
about a mile tall. That's Buffy. Buffy, you're ruining the magical appearance of a green screen. Thank you. I had cat butt in my screen. Okay, so as you're walking, immediately as you start walking by a couple houses, maybe no more than 5 minutes into your walk, on the left-hand side, like right around here, you look to your left and you see, it looks to be a large stockyard, and it has several locked sheds alongside its periphery, and it lies adjacent to a roomy warehouse. A wooden sign above the front gate reads, Arasek Stockyard. Parked at the south end of the stockyard, you can see behind what is like what could be a closed gate at night, it's open right now in the daytime, is a sturdy carnival wagon. Its colorful paint peeling off. Faded lettering on its side spell out the words, Rictavio's Carnival of Wonders. A heavy padlock secures the back door. And as you continue, is there any comments or any interest in what you see there?
Oh, I'm intrigued.
I wouldn't have taken them for people who would like to have a Carnival of Wonders in their town.
They need some joy in their life, so
How far away is Greg?
there.
Greg is about like 2 or 3 minute walk behind you, so he's
I
like,
shouted real loud. Would Greg come over?
well, he probably wouldn't because he's not supposed to leave his post now that he's by himself at the gate.
Scoop is not gonna leave a scoop.
But there are people walking by, not like anything crazy, but you can see two Valakians walking by. An older woman who has kind of like a babushka, a little scarf around her neck, and her daughter, who's an adult woman. No, nothing. You didn't want to. You only want to talk to Gregoric. Okay, so method.
I'll nod to them as we pass.
You'll what?
Nod to them as we pass.
Okay. Can I see that? What kind of nod is this? Oh, very, very saintly. Okay.
I would like to turn to the daughter and the mother and I'd say, where's the party at here in Valaki? What's up?
The adult woman, she kind of, she puts her mother, she keeps her mother where they were walking on the path and kind of approaches you and she says, you have terrible timing. The festival ended just the other day.
Oh, damn it.
But, as in Valaki, there is a festival in 3 days, so hold tight, there'll be another party in 3 days.
What kind of festival?
I believe the Burgomaster is calling this new exciting festival Festival of the Burning Sun. All is well, as he says here in Valaki. It should be a blast. Now, excuse me, I have to take my mother to lunch.
Where are you going to eat? I'm really hungry.
Me too, Hugo. I think same.
Jesus. Are you really asking these women what they're eating for lunch?
Yeah.
Where they're going for lunch, yeah.
We are going home to our private living quarters and eating beet soup.
Never mind. Fuck.
Just kind of eyes you suspiciously, a half orc.
Oh, this is a Vistani trick, those evil witches. They made him look like this. It's a curse.
You poor thing interacting with Vistani. They're dangerous people.
It was accident. We on road to here and we ran into them.
I do not care. Have a good day.
Oh, okay, so fine. Nice meeting you.
All right.
Yo, everyone in this town, everyone in Barovia are miserable people. Besides you, Yeti, you're the only one that is not. Oh, actually,
Irina's like,
you heard me, bitch.
Hugo,
I'll never
perhaps
forgive
the
you what you
inn
did to me
has.
with those horses.
I mean, you could just eat the horse meat.
Huh?
You could just eat the horse jerky.
Yeah. I still got that horse meat somewhere, right? Yeah.
it's now in the bag of holding, I believe.
Yeah,
Horse
it's
meat
like half
cooked.
cooked too.
It's
Yeah.
not half cooked.
It's partially cooked.
Gross.
It's
Okay.
partially singed. It's not cooked.
She held it to a fireball windmill for like 2 minutes.
I
I've got a cooked piece of meat here. A
I
full
like-
fucking leg.
I like to look at my horse legs half cooked, not half uncooked. I don't know. I was trying to make a half glass full. Kind of
Yeah, I got where you're going.
Okay. So what we passed is like a yard where there's a wagon that has something on the side, like a carnival thing.
Yeah, it looks like a stockyard, and there's a warehouse within the. Like you can see, it's like this little gated, not gated, but it's its own section. Ooh, I'm not clicking in there.
Are we seeing any people like walking around this little gated area?
Within the section, you don't see people walking around, but the warehouse doors are open, and the guard did mention that at the stockyard there is a general store. So you can assume that the warehouse is the general store he mentioned when you asked about magical supplies, Revlin.
You guys want to go check it out?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Okay. So you head into what the sign labels as the RSEC stockyard. Ba-da-ba. I'll get there in my own time, trust.
Trust.
So are you entering into the warehouse? Do you have your player's handbook?
Yeah.
Could I borrow it?
Would like to sneak a peek inside before entering.
Thank you. Sneak a peek.
Yes, sneak a peek.
Okay, roll. Are you trying to be sneaky? Or are you just trying to like look in before you walk?
I'm trying to be sneaky.
Okay, roll a stealth check,
Huh. Ooh, damn.
and then
Yeah,
roll.
like slowly creep in. We're all walking like normal.
Yeah, and then roll a perception,
24.
and then roll a perception check. How do you make sense of this?
14 for perception.
14.
Yeah.
So as you
24 for stealth and 14 for perception.
okay, so as you peek your head in, sorry, I'm multitasking again, which is not good for Paige.
You see your entire party.
So funny. No. Adventuring gear table.
No.
Sorry, I'll get there. 148. Oh no. 150. There we go. You peer in and you see a middle-aged couple, a man and a woman, and one is the man is standing behind the counter while the woman is at a shelf nearby and kind of restocking some basic supplies.
So are these people like part of the carnival people? Or traveling circus, whatever the hell that thing was
No, it
called?
looks like this stockyard that you have walked through, and as you walk by, you can see miscellaneous sheds that have locks on them, and it looks like almost like a rental space. So people can buy storage pretty much here and like leave their storage in this. It's a stockyard, but within the stockyard as well, they have a warehouse where they sell basic gear and items to the city.
Oh.
So it looks to be that this carnival wagon that you have in the stockyard is being rented and held there for storage.
Oh, okay.
It's not currently manned and open. The doors aren't open. In fact, the back door of the carnival wagon you saw does have a lock on the back of it. So it looks like it's being held in storage.
I got it. Okay.
And you enter into the warehouse. You see it's although a big space, it is relatively bare in items. It's nothing fancy. I mean, within like the game terms, they stock a lot of the basic stuff from the adventuring table, and I have that here. But it's everything at low levels, like low cost. So like pretty much anything under, I don't know, like 25 gold is held here, but 25 gold in Forgotten Realms. So we do not know how much it costs here yet. But just keep that in mind. So you can see things like arrows, basic weapons, bedrolls, things to restock your gear. Anything you might have questions about that you might want to restock, things you can sell to them, they'd be willing to barter in that way as well. It's a standard setup.
Beautiful overcast day here in Barovia, isn't it?
I find it to be particularly fair, although I do sense your sarcasm. The woman turns to you, but welcomes you to the store. What brings you to our warehouse today?
We're traveling around Barovia and figured we'd take up a little time in Valaki. We just got here.
Okay.
And we're new to town.
Very nice. Well, Gunther, you should show them our wares. Maybe they need to restock on some things. You clearly do not look like you're from here. You've traveled from faraway land, I assume?
Actually, I was cursed by an evil Vistani lady. I'm actually a very beautiful human man, and they turned me into this awful beast of a half orc. But
roll a deception check.
I don't have my dice out. Oh my god.
My god, so ill prepared.
Oh my god. Which one do I roll this? That's good.
Bum, 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 bum.
Boy, I rolled a nat 20.
Ooh.
First one of the night. Yo, it's this dice too. This dice is the best dice ever.
I'm
Okay.
literally gonna throw it away somewhere. She goes, "Oh, you poor thing. We do not have anything to cure curses, but we do have some food if you're hungry."
Oh, you know how to speak to my heart. What kind of stuff you got?
Oh, well, let's see. Gunther, what do we have in stock today for food?
I'm
And
Hugo, by the way.
Hugo, nice to meet you. I'm Yolenta. Yolena.
Yolena? Yolena. I can't pick up you guys' accent. I always keep mispronouncing everyone's names. Okay, Yolena. That's a beautiful name.
Oh, thank you, Hugo. Gunther! And her husband looks at her. He's like, "I'm right here, darling." And I don't know what they have for food in the frickin'
Anything hot out of the oven would work for me.
Well, Gunther, he's like, "Well, we just brought some food over from the inn. I wouldn't say it's piping hot, but I have some fresh bread and a very simple tomato soup." Did you really grimace at them?
No.
I'm sure it's better than any kind of dried rations you've been eating off of the last couple of days.
This is true. I'll take your hottest piece of bread that you have.
Oh, hot bread. Would you just like a slice or would you like the loaf?
I'll take a loaf. I'm currently a big guy after this curse, so.
Big appetite, I assume. That'll be a silver, please.
I tossed him a silver piece.
All right, mark that in your inventory. You get
Does that seem like a lot for bread or like a normal amount for bread to us?
Great question. It does seem a little steep. Probably if you had to estimate like 4 or 5 times as expensive as it would be in the regular realms. Yeah.
What does that feel for Yetta? Does Yetta think that's average?
No, Yetta thinks that's yes, Yetta thinks that's very average.
Yo, this
What?
is a cheap piece of bread.
That's a good price. I've heard worse in Barovia.
This better be the best piece of bread I ever ate.
It's pretty good. She's like, yes. She turns to you, Yetta, and she says, "I once stumbled across a wagon of Vistani, and they tried to sell me a loaf of bread for 4 silver. Can you believe that?
Can't trust them, Vistani.
And then They saw that I was carrying a flask on me, and they said they'd take the flask instead.
For the gold or for the silver?
Instead of the silver.
You know, your flask was much more than the 4 silver.
Oh yeah, I did not offer that to them. That's a silly deal. Do not ever, she looks at all you, do not ever accept a deal from Vistani. They're not trustworthy.
Lots of racism in Barovia.
Well, when you
And
see...
horse death.
Horse
And
death. We don't have a lot of horse death in Valaki, but I can tell you that the Vistani camp that lives nearby are not very kind. I don't know what kind of experiences you've had with Vistani, but the Vistani here are not very nice. That's why they're not allowed in.
You?
What?
Did they curse you too?
I have never been cursed before, but...
Oh, well, like, what have they done to you? Like, what's so bad about the Vasant? Oh, I know from first-hand experience how awful they are. I'm just trying to get your feel for, like, how bad they are.
Roll a persuasion check.
$15.
She says, well, like I said, I have not met many Vistani in my life. I've thankfully lived safely in the city of Valaki my entire life and never wandered outside the gates. But it's, from what I gather, why let an asshole into a city when they're being assholes, you know? They're not nice. I hear there's 2 brothers who run that camp down there, and they are extremely cruel. And they've tried to work deals with the burgomaster, and he will not budge. And for that, I respect him.
You're talking about the crew down by Barovia? Village of Barovia?
No, we have a Vistani camp that's just southwest of our sunset gate. That's the Vistani that Valaki is familiar with.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know what I would like to do? I would like to shake the burgomaster's hand. Where can I meet him?
The burgomaster is typically found in his mansion. That is... She kind of points. She's like, they are actually right down the main road, off the side road. And she points you kind of to this general direction.
Well, it seems like you guys have, like, pretty decent security around here, you know, not letting, you know, Vistani in. I saw lots of werewolf heads outside. You could say it's pretty safe here in Valaki?
Yes, it is extremely safe. The burgomaster holds happiness and safety at the highest priority. That's why he holds so many festivals. That's why he has so many guards at gate. That's why we have gate. Other towns I've heard are not as lucky.
Are you sure the burgomaster's name's not like Donald or Trump or anything?
That seems like a very Barovian name. But no, his name is Vargas Valakovic.
So you guys don't have, like, lots of, like, evil monsters that roam the streets and, like, your houses aren't boarded up and stuff like that, like it is in, you know, that silly place of Barovia?
I would not say silly. Barovia sits just underneath the castle. And I dare not travel outside of our gates, let alone to the village of Barovia. But Gunther, how long ago was it when a wolf broke through the gate? 2 years ago? 3 years ago? Gunther nods. Mm-hmm. Yes, I believe a wolf broke through the gate one year and caused quite a ruckus. And the burgomaster held a great hunt for the entire week and hired several hunters to collect the wolves and bring pelts and celebrate in the festival in the city. And it was quite exciting, actually. Kind of like... Have you ever read the book Jaws?
Yaws, you mean? Yeah, I definitely read Yaws.
Great book. But yeah, kind of like that. Paranoia, panic, and then kill all the sharks. I mean, kill all the wolves.
Yeah. Good. What about, like, Strahd? Does he, like, come to Valaki often?
Are you crazy?
Is there something wrong?
The Burgomaster hates Strahd. That's why we hold these festivals. That's why we keep
wait,
everything.
You guys hate Strahd too?
Does anyone like Strahd?
He sounds like that Trump name you mentioned. But, no. We hate Strahd. It is very dangerous to keep your doors open. I once heard that vampires can get into anywhere they are welcomed, so we do not welcome him in Vallaki. He is not welcome. We keep it barred and locked. We keep it happy and joyful for a reason, so that Strahd cannot get through these gates.
I don't mean
Has
to
he
be
ever?
fair.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
you can go.
I just was gonna ask, has he ever gotten in the gates?
Not to my knowledge. It's always been Vallaki. Always festivals, always something going on, something to do.
Irina, this might be the place for you, my dear.
Well, let's not take up any more of your time. I shoot a pointed glance at Irina and Benvolm and kind of like nod my head to outside.
Okay.
Irina will follow.
Oh, come on.
I feel like I'm role playing for once, like truly character role playing. Method.
And I'll say, Hugo, if you're done, we have a bit more walking to do before we're done.
Yes. What, her name's Yolena. What did we say her name was?
Yolena.
Yolena.
Yelena.
And wonderful. Your bread was definitely worth the silver piece, if I do say so myself. But we have just gotten here, and we have lots of places to go.
Wow.
But I'm sure we'll be back. But thank you for this lovely piece of bread.
You are very welcome. It is just bread. But please come by whenever you'd like. We'd love to offer our gear, and we'll happily take any trades. You're always looking for something interesting.
Do
Okay.
I see anything expensive?
Roll a investigation. What are you looking for? Specifically expensive.
Like any like medical supplies or just any fancy ass looking shit. Investigation, you said?
Yes, ma'am.
It's gonna be a 17.
17. 1 second. I'm trying to see how much. 1 sec, sorry.
Fine, don't worry.
So as you look around with a 17, you can see that there is a healer's kit. And things like a medicine kit. Basic, low level, nothing crazy expensive in regards to that, but there doesn't, from just like poking around as they advertise, it is very basic supplies. Nothing extraordinarily expensive or magical pokes or piques your attention.
How big is the medical kit?
Medical kit, the healer's kit.
Yes.
Healer's kit would be, I don't know. You could hold it like in one arm. It wouldn't be like in your hand, but like in an arm. It's just pretty much, it's like a pouch that contains like bandages, salves, and splints. It can be used, the kit can be used about 10 times, 10 uses, and as an action you can expend one use of the kit to stabilize a creature that has 0 hit points without needing to make a medicine check.
Okay. Just gonna store that where it's
Knowledge.
located and the size of it in my mind and walk out of the store to meet up with Benville and Revlin and Irina.
Okay.
I left too.
And Hugo.
And you go.
Once everyone's out and kind of around me, I'll just take a quick look to see if anyone's like kind of watching or listening in on us.
Roll a perception check.
Jesus. 13.
As you look about the stockyard, it seems to be empty. You look back into the warehouse and you see that Yelena has returned to just mild shuffling of the gear, and Gunther is kind of glazing over a book behind the counter again.
I think it's probably best that we not mention a particular someone's interest in any of our party while we're here. It doesn't seem like the sort of information we want to be out.
Oh, so we shouldn't tell them about Irina's
Yes, thank you.
Her dream book about Hugo. We won't mention that.
You know, I've decided I'm going to leave Alaki. I'm going to go back to Barovia. This is very not fun for me.
It's not meant to be fun for you.
It's not meant to be fun for anyone.
Irina, this is not about you.
Yeah, I know, you're a child.
She looks over at Rapture and she goes, "Do they call you a child all the time?"
They don't talk to me very often.
How old are you?
Yeah, she's only 19.
Yeah, but we think it very loudly about her.
Yeah,
We
but
just
isn't
worry
Irina's
she'll
like
kill
12,
us. Irina's 19 too.
Irina's
Isn't
like-
she 21?
right?
I think we established she's like 17-ish. She's young.
She's a baby.
Yeah. We have literal children hanging out with us.
And
I
we
love
can't
age.
hold on to horses.
Irina, if nothing else, it'd be a good idea to wait here, and your brother will be here in not too long. Ultimately, this is about keeping you safe from anyone's attack. And if this place might be a good place to do that.
You see her kind of straighten up and kind of return to the formality of daughter of Burgomaster, and she kind of straightens the scarf on her neck. She goes, "I agree, Revlin. It's just they push my buttons sometimes."
Who's they?
I totally understand that. And all I can say is they only have power over you if you give them power over you.
Good.
Who's
Are you
they?
talking about us?
Who's they?
Revlin, did you just tell Irina that you think we're annoying and not nice?
I would like to use my acting feature and put on Irina's voice and mock her.
Nice.
It's just sometimes they get under my skin. Blah, 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 blah.
Does she do this when she talks to Ufa?
Yep. Yeah, she's like a little. Yeah, yeah.
She looks at you, Revlin. She goes, "Okay, I've had enough. I will see you at the end. Have a good night. Or good day." And she
A
starts to
lot
head.
of appreciation from someone who we just, for free, brought her here safely, to avoid Strahd, really feel appreciated.
Okay, you got to get better about not saying his name.
I'm following
Okay.
her, by the way.
Okay. So she huffs off as you try to yell this at her, Hugo, and it sounds like Ben Volm is following her along. She intends to go. She's gonna go to the Blue Water Inn. She's sick of the poking fun at her. She's not used to being brought down a peg.
Baby.
This land is strange. We've been helped by pretty much everyone we've met, but each of them has had problems with the other groups. I don't know who we can trust here. Yetta, you've earned my respect.
Wow.
But outside of this group, I'm hesitant to believe anyone at face value.
I try to clarify to Revlin, I don't trust anyone. I'm just trying to play both sides so we get the best, situation for where we are currently.
All this talk of trust, and we've let our ward wander in the city.
That's fine.
Ben Baum will make sure that nothing untoward happens to her.
And remember, I can message him if we cannot see him.
What's your range on message?
120 feet.
We're probably already out of that range.
We're getting close.
Yeah.
We're getting
I
close.
know what direction you're in, so I could just catch up.
As she said, she wasn't trying to lead you. She said she's gonna head to the Blue Water Inn. Do you
Interact.
do you intend to interact, or are you just
Yeah.
trying to keep an eye on her?
No, I want to talk to her.
Okay, we're gonna cut to him really quick as she's stomping along, just in case it changes any kind of results of how this conversation goes. She's maybe like 5 to 10 feet in front of you as she stomps past the party towards the general direction of the inn.
I sort of not run, but catch up to her and pace her, and sort of keep a respectful distance alongside her, and say, Irina, all of us are on edge. We've been trapped in this land that none of us know, and we just I know sometimes we come off in a coarse way, but we at the end of the day we brought you here to keep you safe, and that's all that really matters.
I understand, Benvolm. I don't mean to get mad at the teasing. It's just my brother has put a lot on you all. And I didn't ask for you to escort me here. And honestly, if you weren't following me here in the first place, he probably wouldn't even have his eyes on you. And so it irritates me to know that I'm putting such a burden on you and we have not established any way to pay back that debt. And so, yes, it pisses me off that they poke and prod at me and make fun of me, but I feel like I should just leave you be. I think you'd be okay without me. And I think I'm okay here now.
We've been touched by Strahd's influence before meeting you. I kind of look down at my shadow and look back up to her, and anything that we can do to protect from that evil influence, we're here to help. And I've grown to like you on our journey, so I'd be saddened to see you leave us behind.
She kind of slows her pace now, and she's no longer pacing, but she kind of returns to like a normal walk, and she goes, "Thank you, Benvolm. I appreciate you saying that, and then I do enjoy our travel we've had together. It's just, I think sometimes Hugo and Yeda and heck, even Brana, I think they sometimes think this is fun and games, and it's not. This is real life. I had to leave my home, my only home, to some place I'd never been, and I don't know where I'm going to go, and I don't know what is going to happen."
Believe me, I understand that feeling. And I know they come off course. Some people cope with awful things happening to them in different ways. I mean, Yet almost died back there. Some people just laugh off the bad things.
Yeta, she's unusual.
That's a word.
But she's not like other Vistani. She's different.
I think so. I don't have much experience with Vistani in general.
Benvolm, do you like her?
I appreciate her company, absolutely.
I don't pry. I'm just a girl who... Ooh. I gotta ship it. Alright. I'm sorry. I will go back to them. I will go to the inn. The very least I can do is get us set up with lodging on me. I think I can pull some strings. Explore. I will take care of it. Honestly, I'm fine. It's clearly safe here. I will meet you at the inn later today. Take your time. Tell them I'm okay and I'm sorry. Actually, don't tell them that. I don't want them to hear I apologize. Just tell them I'm okay.
I think we are all headed to the inn anyway. If you'd like some alone time, I can just have a glass of wine in the common room.
Okay, you're just like my brother, always escorting. But okay, let's go. And I guess you continue at a normal pace towards the Blue Water Inn.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I don't know. Is it kind of split as you guys turn to walk? You can see them up ahead. They're no longer. Benvolm is no longer running after her. They are walking side by side at a very calm pace. They seem to be talking, but they're in your eyesight.
Yetta will. Ooh.
Go ahead first.
Yetta will. She's conflicted. She'll look over her shoulder and kind of watch as they walk away, but when Revlin talks of trust, and he talked about who he can and cannot trust, I'll say, well, Revlin, I appreciate their trust in me. I know that is hard earned, and I'm happy about it. But there is a reason I'm not with the Vistani right now. I can't say I trust them. I had to walk away.
I break my head over to Yetta. I'm like, what? What can't you trust about them?
Hugo, stop this. You know better.
The Vistani are one of the groups that each of the other groups seems to distrust. And while I do believe that, like Yetta, some may truly wish to see an end to Strahd's rule as a vampire, I don't know that we can trust that they'll be okay with us killing Strahd, or as a whole will be okay with that sort of thing.
The Vistani have their plans, and we are just pawns in them. We cannot trust in being a pawn.
We can accept help from them, but I do not think that we should blindly accept that help. The Vistani elixirs are a perfect example. If we had drunk this to get through the mists initially, we would spend days debilitated. That is something that could have gotten us killed easily.
So the moral of the story here is trust no one.
Rapture is sort of intently watching Yetta in this and says, would you consider yourself still Vistani, Yetta? Because Rapture doesn't know about the whole, unvistaniing thing. Yeah. Would you consider yourself part of any of the groups still?
It's hard to say. I am Vistani. It is who I am. But I'm not a Vistani. Vistani is a tribe. It is a community. It's a family. I'm not in that family anymore. But all I've known is Vistani. So it's everything I've got.
Rapture kind of nods and seems a little warmer towards Yetta. Just a pinch. As warm as Rapture can be.
As you all are conversing, Brana, you have the weirdest feeling, and no one else sees this, but you have the weirdest feeling that you've been here before.
Huh.
Brana makes that face.
What?
Uh-oh.
I guess I look around inquisitively, but not suspiciously.
Do we perceive her weirdness?
Paige said we didn't see it.
Yeah. It wouldn't be anything that hit anyone's passive perception. It's just like a flicker of a memory. Very, very subtle. But you're trying to take a look around.
Mm-hmm.
To trigger if you can recall more details.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'll have you roll an investigation check.
I need my character sheet. Sorry. 19.
As you look around, you're trying to find anything that's going to trigger more memories. And as you kind of survey the whole stockyard, you look back behind you as you're leaving it, and you look at the carnival wagon one more time. And that draws even further memories. You even recognize the wagon.
Uh-oh.
Just for myself, that wagon, it said Arasek on it.
No, sorry, that's the sign above the stockyard. That is, the stockyard's name is RSX Stockyard, ARASEK. But the, sorry, jumped in between books. You can take back your player's handbook now. Thank you, Wes. I had it out just in case for the adventuring gear. The carnival wagon said Rictavio's Carnival of Wonders.
Thank you.
And the party begins to leave the stockyard and begin to follow at a distance behind Benvolm and Irina.
How far ahead are they?
They are roughly 150 feet ahead of you. You can see them. It's a straight path along the road, but they are far away.
I will watch intensely to see if they make any physical contact.
Sarah's getting jelly.
I don't know, would there be any physical contact as you're talking with her? You said you kept a distance
I
originally.
kept a respectful distance, yeah.
You do not see any physical contact as they sit and talk. From when you turn the corner, you start to watch them. They're not very far apart. They're probably within 5 feet of one another. They're not walking like on either side of the path, but they're not intimately close in like touching range.
Okay.
I turn to Brana while we're walking and I go, am I out of line with this whole Irina thing? Am I being a little ridiculous?
About what in particular?
About like feeling not appreciated for like, you know, dragging her ass over here for free and, you know.
I mean, you haven't been a 17-year-old girl, so I'm going to guess you don't know what it's like, but
so hormones. Okay.
yeah. The world is against you.
Okay. Just a little appreciation once in a while would be nice. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying my best here.
I think Ismark understands what we're doing for her and is appreciative. She'll come to understanding.
Okay.
Hugo, don't mind. She's got her knight in shining armor. It's fine.
Oh, is that? Oh.
Well, you mean it's Hugo, right? Because of the dreams in the
Yeah.
book?
He's dreaming of me. I know. No, actually, I just assume that it's about me.
Oh, that mention of the book reminds me of it, and then I set a plan for later in my mind.
Funny, I also have a plan for later in my mind.
Weird. I feel like there's so many people having plans at mind.
I don't have a plan at all. I never have a plan. I'm just.
That's because Kelly is one of the many method actors on this campaign.
I'm method acting that Brana has a plan.
Yeah, no, that's true method.
Yeah, everyone is method now.
No excuses. All method. I'm calling this method something. That's the name of this episode for sure.
It's method, baby.
So as you walk past the stockyard, you can see there's still the main road as the guard described, but you can see there are now offshoots. To the left, you see a road that turns and veers a corner to another road, as cities often do. And you can see what looks down that road to be kind of like a town square of sorts. So you can obviously continue on the main road. Yeah, that's perfect. Whoever signaled that, Revlin, I think I saw it was perfect. That's exactly what you can see shortly along that path, what looks to be a town square. You can't see much details, but you can see that's a clearing of path, of like stone paving. But do you continue along the main path as you were instructed towards the Blue Water Inn?
Yeah, I'm down for heading towards the inn, but I don't care really.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
I think we continue onward.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Benvolm and Irina have continued onward. I didn't give you the option. I'm so sorry.
What? Oh, I said I was going.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure because
Yeah.
if you're following her, she's just gonna take the directions. Okay. So you pass that and you continue working your way. Beep 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 beep. So you're working down here. You see another offshoot of a road. It seems to dip and wind back to it. Thank you, Colin, for moving your marker. You demand.
Oh.
And then you can see right as you're approaching what would be roughly the center of town, you get right here, which is like a crossroads. Where Hugo, where are you going? And Sarah, what are you doing? Stop it.
I walked this city.
Wait, you did a double. Sarah, you're already down in the corner. Yeah. Perhaps
I thought I missed that part, so I was catching up, and then I realized I didn't scroll over. Sorry.
All right, so as you hit this crossroad, you can see it is just as big of a road as the main road. And you can see it, although it dips and winds, it points pretty much straight north. and you can suspect that that is the gate that the guard mentioned that leads to the Zarovik gate, which leads beyond that to Lake Zarovik. Wow, you guys are all just having a freaking rave in the center of town. So method. So method. Um,
Can I
and
imagine where I'm playing Sandstorm on my lute?
I
do you
love
guys
raves.
legitimately want to have a rave in center of town?
I love raves because it feels like the sun is rising over and over and over and over.
Yeah, I'm really playing that on the guitar.
Good. I'm loving that.
On the lute.
Would you like me to make a performance check?
Are you sincerely doing this?
Yeah, I'm playing fucking Sandstorm.
Yeah, roll a performance check. Is anyone going to enjoy the music in any way, or are you just letting her do her thing and you're continuing as she plays with her? What was it, a flute you said, Fa?
Lute.
Lute. Excuse me.
Not 18 plus 10 is 28.
Wow, you're fucking killing it.
You don't want to get high.
Oh, bitch, I know.
No, I'll wait. Are there like people like out and about in this town? Like, is it pretty populated or is it desolate? Like,
The village of Barovia. It is definitely. It doesn't quite compare to maybe cities you've experienced, Hugo. The riving, roaring cities of, places you've traveled. But in regards to the village of Barovia, it is very lively. There are, as you've already seen and interacted with, there are people walking on the streets. It is still dark and gloomy. It's still Barovia, but it does seem like the happiest place you've been since you've landed yourself here.
gotcha.
It's like the Disney World of hell.
Hell.
Hell. Welcome
This
to
place
hell.
is hell.
And so, as you approach the corner, you can see on the corner up ahead on the right, following Gregoric's directions, you see gray smoke issues from the chimney of a large 2-story wooden building with a stone foundation and a sagging tile roof, upon which there seem to be several ravens perched on top. A painted wooden sign hangs above the main entrance depicting a blue waterfall.
Is that right?
Huh?
Well, I'm guessing that's the place.
I pinged it. Was that right?
Oh, I didn't see. Where is it? No, it's gonna be this one right here.
Oh, there was smoke.
The orange one. It seems you have found the Blue Water Inn.
Wait, the orange one? I thought it was the one next to it.
It's the orange one.
My fault.
Oh my god, it's all your fault. Okay.
Well, Rapture. Looks like Buffy will be in good company.
Lots of friends.
Give me one second, guys.
I just give a wry smile and continue walking.
I'm gonna ritual cast. Shoot, sorry, I clicked off my sheet. Speak with animals.
That'll take 10 minutes.
Cool.
Do you want to do it?
Yeah.
So you'll stand outside for 10 minutes to speak with the ravens?
Well, I'm gonna go inside, then I'll go outside in 10 minutes.
You have to stay.
I have to stay with the animals?
Yeah, you have to stay where you tend to cast it. You can't. It's pretty much acting as your action for 10 minutes. You have to maintain your focus and focus on it.
Then I will pause on that and not just stand outside with the birds.
Can you imagine Rapture meditating outside trying to talk to birds for 10 minutes?
It seems. It
That's
seems.
it.
She just keeps her arms up and they land on her and she just hold it for 10 minutes.
Method.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Birds.
Sorry, I'm setting up the main floor. So hold, please.
Okay, so I don't do that then.
Okay.
Oh my god, buffers. Oh my god.
I thought you meant my buffers.
Yeah, I am looking at your buffers.
Wesley is
She's
telling her.
She's in my camera.
Oh. Cool.
Why is Anastasia?
What's happening?
Have you heard? There's a rumor.
Have you heard there's a rumor and say it?
Oops.
Sage, you can't see the chat on GChat, but I said I
so
was
good.
ending the lyrics to that song, but about Barovia.
Oh, that's great too.
Yeah, I don't know if I can. I'm hearing.
There's a rumor in Barovia.
Does the chat show? I haven't watched any of like replays of our episodes in a while. Does
Right.
what you show in the chat show up on the green screen?
No, I wish it did
No.
though.
Oh, that'd be so good. Paige, make that happen.
What are you telling me right now?
Edit in our chat things into the video, please, and thank you.
They
No.
pop up on the side of the actual video feed as little chat bubbles.
Okay.
We constantly talk about you during the episodes.
If you haven't read them, it's probably worth like just a glance at any given point.
The baby pie meat was funny when that happened.
Lots of Celts requests too.
Where do you see it on iOS?
Are you guys telling me you're talking about me while I'm
Upgraded.
setting up stuff and not paying enough attention?
Exactly.
No.
All
Also,
right.
it's not like when you're setting up stuff. It's like when there's
The
like
entirety of
people
the game.
talking.
Oh, literally never paying. I don't. It seems odd because it sounds like I'm listening to you the entire time. I'm tuning you out entirely. All right, so you all enter in to the Blue Water Inn, and you see the main floor. I'm going to. Oh boy, we're gonna drag your icons on. I guess we don't really have to. There's not really combat unless
will
you
do it
turn it
'cause I
into a
will
fucking
fight the
fight.
person
Yeah,
I
I was gonna say unless you turn it into a fight. Let's do it. Okay. Give me a second. Dee.
Have you hurt?
This is gonna be bad. Can you?
Everyone look away.
No.
Can't see shit.
You can see the ground floor, right?
No, I see blackness.
Yeah.
What?
Ooh.
Really?
When I zoom all the way out, it's a black rectangle. That's me.
You don't. Anything now?
Nope.
Damn it! What the fuck? I always fuck this up.
Nothing yet. Are you doing Fog of War?
Yeah, and I did like the reveal thing.
Do it slowly. Do it like one piece at a time.
I was.
And that might.
I don't want to undo that.
Hammy.
Here, I'll try it one more time. Can you see it? No?
No.
Fuck. I fixed it last time, I remember. Sorry, guys. If you guys want to take like a 2-minute break and you need to grab drink refills or go to the bathroom, do so now.
Hugo doesn't use the bathroom, so Kelly doesn't use the bathroom, so Kelly will wait.
Will may not drink that much, but Wesley does.
Method.
If you would do me the biggest favor, Wesley, and give me more, I would love you for. Oh, jeez. That's very scary because it's
Is
opaque.
he getting to the south?
Yeah, Wes, can you get me a Seltz?
Okay.
No, I want a Bacardi and Coke, please.
Okay, little puppy.
Hey. It's been a long time since we done that one. Why the fuck is it not working? No.
Guys, your jokes were so bad that Kaylene's not coming back.
She's gone. She's gone for goods.
Mm-hmm.
Which jokes?
You know the ones.
Do I?
Yeah.
Have you heard?
Yeah, dresser.
It is a dress.
You look so beautiful.
Thank you.
All right, I'm just gonna do the old classic way where I just. Oh my God, Sarah. I just found you dragged your guy on, but you dragged him on like.
Oh yeah, the minute you said I'm gonna have to drag your characters on, I dropped one into the darkness.
Oh, so good. Sorry, that's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm proud of you.
I dropped one right into the darkness.
I'm so proud of you.
I can't see it anymore.
Yeah. It's okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna draw a big old shape over everything else. You're not supposed. Hugo, you too.
Yay!
I'm gonna drag a shape and then just remove the fog of war, like I did that one time. Ba 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 ba. Nope. How about now? Do you see it?
No.
You should. I turned off fog of war.
Are we on the right one?
You are. You're in the Blue Water Inn for me. You've dragged on
You
your.
missed to log out and log back in, maybe?
Yeah, if you could, that'd be awesome sauce.
I'm gonna do that and see if that works. Because I also got to notice that Roll20's on read-only mode, so maybe there's just some issues tonight.
Maybe, yeah. What's happening there? Oop.
I'm loading in again.
Oh, shit. I can see someone clicking.
I have reloaded and
She crashed just as she was telling us.
Did she really crash?
Wait, Sarah, did you see something?
I can hear you guys. Can you hear me?
I can, yeah. Oh, I see everything now.
All right, don't look for a second because I just
Oh,
turned like.
look it.
Oh, you guys are so mean.
It's like a big red button. I can't push
Cardi,
it.
it's Barovia.
Thank you.
It's a roof.
Please stop.
Oh, there's a floor.
Oh my God, Kelly.
Look at all those beds.
You're gonna get your ass
Oh my
whooped.
god, there's a vampire in there, guys. We have to kill it. I'm just kidding. I made that up.
Oh no shit.
Can you guys control your little guys that you've dragged on?
I can't see them yet.
What do you mean? Kelly, can
I've
you.
got black screen.
Wait, but.
Oh my god, Revlin's so big.
Kelly, you can see Kelly, right?
Yeah.
Wait, where's my guy?
And yes,
You
I
need
can
to drag him on
I can move.
from your character sheet.
I can't
right.
drag my character that's on there.
Okay, because that was me. So, Kayleen, if you click where your like character sheet is and just click and drag your name over. Oh, yeah, you're over here now. I see you. I'll resize you. Oh, there's two of you, Kayleen. Is there
I can't
two of you?
resize myself.
No, I just resized for you, and then I could. Rapture. I feel like I can do this where I put. Oh boy. I can. Controlled by Rapture. Alright, there you go. Boom, boom. Alright. So everyone can see the ground floor now, right? And a couple people inside. Is everyone back too? I'll wait like another minute if everyone's not back yet. Sarah doesn't look to be back.
Good to know we have a horse.
Oh god, keep me away from the horse.
Yeah. Don't worry, we know.
Was Valaki where we were supposed to take the horses?
Yeah, the camp.
To the Vastani camp.
Maybe let's visit them.
Hey, what did we do with our horse? We left it at the gate. Where is our horse?
You left the horse at the gate with the,
Okay.
yeah.
With the cart of
Yeah,
whatever?
They were all tied up in the cart.
Okay, cool.
I guess we should take that shit over to the Stani so we don't get more enemies than we need.
Oh, jeez. H. Herbert. Have you heard? There's a rumor in St. Petersburg. Is Sarah back?
She's coming. I see her.
You back, Sarah?
Is that a crochet hook?
Oh.
Yeah. I'm petting my face.
Sorry.
You okay, Fafa?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. I just had to step away. I had the sound on, but I was muted, so I could hear everything that was happening.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right. So just to make sure, I know I've had most people confirm, but can now everyone see the bottom third? You can click and move your characters around. I can get Irina on here too if we want, which we should. Irina. Irina's with Benvolm. And they would be at the front because they were here first. All right, and you all enter into the Blue
That
Water
is a
Inn.
huge horse.
He a big horse. I could make him smaller, but then he would be just a 1 square, which doesn't make sense. That's a small horse. That's a pony.
I like the big horse. It's scary.
He's gonna be big horse. Now I'm curious. Can you guys see the names underneath of the icons?
Oh.
No.
There's 2 places you have to hit it. There's like an edit thing that
Yeah.
it's like allow player view or something like that. I
And
forget
then
what.
got it. Okay.
Ooh, there's twins.
I have it checked saying show nameplate though, but it's okay. I'll play with it later. I'll introduce all these people. So as you enter in, Irina enters in first. I'm sure Benvolm follows behind. She quickly looks about and sees a older, middle-aged woman behind the counter. And she begins to approach her right here. And everyone kind of enter in and kind of place yourself where you think you can see. You can see as you walk in immediately, there are tables strewn throughout the hall. And you can see there's a big bar right in front of the doorway. To the right, you see, looks to be 2 brothers, older, in their mid to late 20s, like our age. And they're sitting at a table of their own. And slightly behind them by the staircase, are 2 grislier looking men who seem to be wearing a lot of furs and whatnot. And they're kind of gruff in the corner and drinking to themselves. And you see, again, a middle-aged woman cleaning the bar behind the counter. And Irina is standing there and speaking with her. What would you like to do?
I was gonna go over to this table and ask if they've seen or if they've heard anything about a girl named Arabelle.
That's just the first thing you ask?
Hey, what's up?
Hello? The one you're closest to looks across the table at you and smirks. What can I do you for?
Are you from Valaki?
Born and raised. My family, and he turns, this is my brother. Our family has lived in Valaki for several generations.
I'm Benvolm Lathandrin.
Pleasure. My name is, I have it written down somewhere. It's in a different place. My name is Carl, and my brother is Nikolai.
Carl the K.
Carl with a K. That is correct.
What a badass.
All cool Carls are with a K.
Correct with a K.
Kardashian is their last name.
Carl Kardashian.
We've run into some disturbing things on the road. I've been asking people, have you heard about a girl named Arabelle from Valaki?
And he kind of looks at his brother and we go, I have not. We don't really meddle in the news of the commoners, but he kind of shrugs and takes a sip of his beer, and Nikolai, who's a little younger than Carl, the brother you're speaking to, he goes, I do not think she is from Valaki. I believe she is a Vistani, and the word has reached Valaki that the girl is missing, and the father is looking for her here.
Do these guys look rich?
How so? Do you want to roll like a perception check, or is there something specific?
This
you're
is
looking
this is
for?
just like kind of in general. Like, how are they dressed? Like normal Barovians, or are they kind of like more well
Yeah.
dressed?
So, although they are, it's never like colorful clothing. Really, the only colorful clothing you've seen is in Vistani clothes. You can definitely see there is a better quality to it, and even just by the way they hold themselves at their table, you can tell that they definitely think they're better than the rest of the people in the bar. And if I'm being honest, and you're rolling like a general, even a basic perception check, they think they're better than you, whom they're speaking to. They definitely have an air of arrogance to them.
Can Hugo ask the old lady behind the bar where the bathroom is?
Oh, you're gonna ask me the one question I don't know the answer to right now.
Because real Kelly needs to go to the bathroom, but Kelly's a method actress.
Excuse me, did you just say you have to go to the bathroom when I literally just gave you a bathroom break like 5 minutes ago? Go take a bathroom break. Go take a bathroom break.
Okay, Hugo goes to the bathroom outside, like over here by this fountain. He pisses in it. Okay.
In the stables.
With the animals.
Okay.
So
I'm going
I
to.
had been under the impression that Arabelle was a Valachian.
Carl kind of pipes up again. Like I said, I do not care for such gossip, but my brother seems to think she is not from here, but I really can't help you.
I would like to go up to the barkeep
Okay.
and I'd like to say, hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm good. Welcome to my inn. What can I help you with?
Well, I come in with some fellow travelers and we are looking for a place to stay. But I'd also like to throw in there that I am a skilled musician and I have a way with many instruments and stories. And I was wondering if you were in need of an entertainer.
So Irina is at the bar with you, and as you begin to talk to the woman, she turns to Irina and she goes, "It seems your party has arrived quickly behind you. Yes, Irina has set up lodging for you all here. We have several rooms available upstairs you're welcome to stay at. I'll probably have to split you between 2 rooms. It'll be a little tight, but we're at close to capacity. I mean, you are certainly welcome to perform. Irina has already covered the meal charge, so typically I try to waive that for performers, but perhaps you can gain tips while you're performing here from our patrons. We get several people during our peak hours at night. Right now it's a little quiet. We have our regulars here, but you're welcome to try."
I appreciate the offer. If we are free and we're not busy, I would love to take advantage of it.
You're welcome to play whenever you'd like.
Irina, who do you plan on staying with tonight?
Irina looks at you and she goes, "Well, I set you all up with 2 rooms, but Danica here has offered me a small room by myself, so I'll be staying in a private room if that is all right."
I mean, you're welcome to do as you wish, but I'm sure the girls would agree. We would love to have you with us.
It'll be a little cramped, and Danica pipes up. She goes, "Yes, it's even cramped with 3 people in the room, if I'm being honest. So to put a 4th, it seems unkind. We have enough room for Irina, and she was willing to pay the price to be alone."
I know Brana's like by the door. Can she hear all this?
Roll, yeah. I mean, it's only, 5, 10, 15, 20 feet away. Yeah, you'd be here. They're not being quiet necessarily, but it's not quite rowdy. So it's not, like, loud in there. So you'd be able to hear.
I'm gonna do like that Winter Soldier walk and interrupt them. Yeah, like that, because I can move that quickly. And I'm gonna have to insist, Irina, that as much as you may want your privacy, realize that we can't let you stay alone now.
She kind of smiles to Danica and she goes, "Excuse me, Danica, I'll be right back for that drink you offered. Brana, can we chat?"
Yeah.
And she kind of just backs over here Ooh, I always do this thing where I click on my OBS studio because I have it pulled up. She pulls you like back here.
By
She-
Revlin. Oh, we don't have to share a square.
Well, we share a square. She goes, Brana, my brother asked that you bring me to Valaki. You've done so. I just want some privacy. You'll literally be right next door. The walls are paper thin. I've already asked Danica. It'll be okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but within the last 5 days, you were almost abducted. While in our presence, directly in our presence. I'm going to have to insist that you not be left alone. I'm sorry.
Do I get to choose who stays with me?
Yeah, but I hope you make a wise decision about that.
Well, first, I'll take the book because clearly my dreams could help us. But we can talk about it later. I will let my stubbornness go and I will agree that there is some sense in knowing that I'm not completely alone, but okay. Can we get some food, please?
Yeah, enjoy yourself.
Thank you. And she returns back to the bar where Danica... Ow, I dropped my book on my keyboard. Where Danica method. Where Danica offers her a lunch.
Where Danica has dropped her thing on her keyboard.
And you can actually see Irina gets served what looks like a nice cooked steak. And a pint of wine. She begins to eat some lunch.
Do I notice any like defining like symbols they might have like on their dress, or like jewelry or something that like signifies something that they?
Oh, that's a good question. Let me see. You can see already, and I guess, Revlin, are you sticking close to Benvolm too? Because you were kind of asking what they look like and how they're acting, right? So you both, as you kind of look at them, you can see that they, even though it's maybe just about noon at the point you've like left in the morning, you traveled and you've gotten to this point, you can see they're already drunk. And they both seem to be wearing a very fine silver bracelet. And they seem to match. And there's no distinguishing mark on it, but it's of nice quality.
Oh shit! I died again.
And as you finished your conversation of asking about this missing girl, they kind of look at you assumingly, expecting you to leave. And as you stand there, they kind of look at each other and laugh and then try to like shoo you away practically. Like, all right, anything else?
It seems I may have been a bit forward. What would interest men of your stature a talk about the Lord of the Morning, a talk about the purging of evil from the land, another round?
They kind of like are looking at each other, about to laugh, and when you offer another round, they go, "That interests us. We'll take you on another round."
Alright. Buy a round.
Okay, so you can see as you like kind of gesture back to Danica, they raise their glasses, which let me make that a D. They raise up their glasses, which look to have a red wine, and she fills two similar jars up and kind of walks them over and places them down. She turns to you, goes, "That'll be 2 silver."
But I was gonna do this.
4?
Yep.
Oh. Alright, so she'll actually carry over 4 of the red wines and she'll go, "That'll be 4 silver."
How many silver per gold?
I believe it's 10 silver to 1 piece of gold.
Cool.
Colin's nodding, which means it's right.
Cool.
Thanks, Colin.
And so I said 4 because I'm assuming Revlin walked up behind me.
So-
I saw him sit down.
So Benvom and Revlin share a table with the two brothers whom you haven't got their last name yet, but Nikolai and Carl. Looks like Irina is at the bar. Yetta, it seems like you're still there, and perhaps Brana's still there, unless you guys have decided to do otherwise.
I'm at the bar.
Okay, and Brana?
Hanging in the back.
Awesome. Okay, and so Rapture and Hugo, what would you like to do? Kel, you're super muted.
I come in after taking a wicked long pee in the fountain.
Oh, that's right, you took a
Just when I hear Ben Vom offer a round, hopefully. And then I realize, oh, that didn't include me. So I go up to the bar and I introduce myself. I'm Hugo. Can I please have a drink?
Hugo, yes, you're welcome to have a drink. Welcome. We offer 2 of our best wines in the Valley of Barovia. First off being the Purple Grape Mash number 3. Or you can definitely drink the, in my opinion, superior Red Dragon Crush wine.
What does a pretty lady like you recommend?
She just said.
As I said, the superior Red Dragon Crush wine would be what I recommend. It is a little bit more expensive, but it certainly pays off. We also offer food. If you're interested, we do serve a hot beet soup today and fresh bread, as well as a cooked wolf steak, if you're interested.
How much does the wolf steak run me?
The wolf steak will run you 1 electrum.
What the fuck is an electrum?
It is the cheapest of the coins,
Oh.
and I don't know how to break it out right now. If you would,
Cool, I won't
I
get
would
a
assume
steak.
10 coppers.
huh?
I would assume 10 coppers. If everything goes by tens.
Well, it's cheaper than a copper.
I know, so
10 coppers.
one
Oh,
copper,
10.
10 electrum.
I don't know. Let me double
I
check.
will
Sorry,
have
yeah, 10
one
electrum per
hundred steaks for 1 silver piece, please.
What are you doing?
How about you just buy a silver worth of it?
Which is 100.
No, don't do. They don't have 100 steaks.
Keep the change.
No. Do you have any ale, or is it only wine in this godforsaken country?
Barovian lands do not often get trade, as I'm sure you've learned. So we make do with what we have, which happens to be wine.
Any discount for a pretty boy like me?
You are very funny, and no, it costs a lot of money to get this wine sent here.
How much is the wine?
The Red Dragon Crush would run you 1 silver, but our Purple Grape Mash number 3 is only 3 copper.
Oh shit.
And I found out Electrum it's 50 Electrum to 1 copper.
Oh.
And then 1 second.
Oh my god, I want a silver piece worth of wolf steak, please.
They don't have enough. They don't have enough wolf steak for you to get that much wolf steak.
Everything is
they
really
have?
expensive except for wolf steak.
How much do they have?
I'll take as many.
Are you
Oh my
fucking
God.
serious, dude?
I buy a round of wolf steaks for the whole tavern.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 people, including yourself, and not including Irina, who's already eating a wolf steak.
I buy Irina an extra one. She could put on a couple pounds. So that's. I just throw her the copper piece, and I don't want change back.
I will keep that in mind when you order breakfast or dinner tonight.
Okay.
Will it also
you
be
all-
wolf steak?
Colin, what are you saying? You just talk. It's hard for me to read.
I was just saying that if you're going by the standard, it's 50 copper pieces to 1 electrum piece.
50.
Yeah, so a copper is worth 1/2 of a gold. Or 5 silver.
Wait.
If we're going by the standard ones.
What did you just
I'm
say?
so confused. I need to look at this now.
I was just talking about coin pricing. Electrum is an alloy of silver and gold. And so it's usually put halfway between the two. Yeah.
Yeah, on the character sheet it goes copper, silver, electrum, gold, platinum.
Okay. So that would mean.
Sorry, I didn't want it to like.
No, you're fine. We'll do. How about this, guys? Once we decide what the end stay is, I will take some time and just give you a nice clean gold total. Okay? So order how you will. Do not worry about tallying. So Kelly, if you genuinely want to order everybody wolf steaks, you're Hugo. You can do what you want, but don't do it because you want to make your exchange make sense. Okay?
Okay, then I just. Is it
Because otherwise you just spend 5 gold.
5 gold? No, I don't do that then. I don't buy anything. How about this? We change it.
So you walk up, make a big scene, and say, "I do not want that. Have a good day."
You didn't even get wine?
Well, it's so expensive. A silver piece.
Kelly, how much gold do you have?
I'm not gonna say.
I heard Kayleen's laugh through Colin's mic because she's muted.
Fine, I will buy the cheap wine.
That will be
Is there
okay.
a discount when I buy in bulk? I do say that.
No, we are not Costco, Vic.
Let's go, Nick.
So we do not sell in bulk. You're welcome to drink as much as you like, but I can tell you that the Watcher brothers certainly buy in bulk and pay the regular price.
Fine, I will just take one because I'm trying to find my sobriety. So I'll just.
To sobriety, she hands you a glass of purple grape mash number 3.
If Hugo walks away, Hugo, do you walk away?
Nah, I'm sitting there, but yeah, I'm sitting there. Unless you want me to walk away.
No, I'm gonna sleight of hand. The cost. I think it's 3 silver to get him a second glass to the barkeep.
It's 3 copper, but yeah.
Sleight of hand is gonna be. Oh, that's actually pretty good. 16.
That
sleight of hand.
beats Hugo's passive perception, so you were able to slide over 3 copper pieces, and Danica promptly picks up another glass, fills it, and places it between you two.
Oh God, thank you for answering my prayers. I would make a very poor sober man, and I drank them both.
Double fisting it, Hugo per usual. What about you, Rapture? What are you doing?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna sit with Irina.
Sarah, what are you doing? Why did you do that? You have a figure.
I was trying to open up my character sheet and I accidentally clicked the drag instead of double clicking.
Got it. Okay. So, Victoria, you said you're gonna sit with Irina.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Rapture's gonna do her best at like trying to comfort Irina for everyone like teasing her because she's young, and she doesn't really know how to make friends. So she's kind of just gonna ask if she wants to, like, do you want to play with Buffy?
Irina
She doesn't really know how to make friends, but she's got this raven on her.
in this setting. Irina is watching you and kind of impolitely eating her steak, and she goes, "Yes, I would like that." And she kind of brings her hand over to Buffy on your shoulder.
Buffy's like a cat bird.
Oh, cat bird. Like
Just
cat
kinda
dog.
like- yes. One half of her is a cat, the other half is claws. And she kind of just like bird heads against Irina's like finger or whatever.
Very cool.
And Rapture kind of just sits there like unsure of how to handle it.
Irina,
Like, what's his friend?
yeah, Irina loves it. She's definitely seems to perk up a little bit. She's getting a hearty meal in her, and she's making 2 new friends. Really, truly. All right.
Silent friend.
So Benvolum and Revelin, you've just sat down. You've offered the finer wine to these brothers. Is there anything you'd like to say or ask?
Skål!
Skull.
Let's cheers, like, in, what's called Northern European, like,
Scandinavian countries.
Vikings.
Oh.
Means health.
Both me and Nikolai and Carl do not know that.
I mean, the gesture is there. The cheers gesture.
They cheers. And they finish what's left of their previous drink and begin to drink the one you've offered.
Paigey,
Mhm.
can I ask a question? Hugo is like kind of like scoping out the two brawly looking dudes in the corner.
Yeah.
Do they seem like sketch? Like, what's going on with those two?
Roll a perception check.
Ooh, only a 7.
I will also side eye them.
All right, so you're gonna roll it again, Hugo, because you're getting it with advantage. If Sarah, or no, that's not an advantage thing. Sarah, also roll a perception check. Advantage on a perception check.
10.
Oh wow. All right, so are you both at the bar still?
Yeah, we're sitting together.
Aw, buddies. So as you kind of look to your right, you see the two gruff men, as I mentioned when you first entered, still in the corner, backs facing the staircase behind them. You can't tell very much at this distance. They definitely seem to look very, very standoffish. They both have very rugged facial hair. One has a very, very long beard and is beginning to bald on his head. The other, let me see if I can find a picture. The other looks a little bit younger, but he has a very Aragorn Strider kind of look to him. They clearly wear what looks to be furs, and they are drinking silently in the corner. Not necessarily paying any mind to the travelers, but just seem to be relaxing.
I will nod to Hugo and I will start to walk over to them.
While Yetta, I meet Yetta's glance and I turn to the barkeep. I go, you know those two over there?
Danica looks at you and she says, yes, those are the hunters. They are Yevgeny and Salvador. They tend to travel outside of Valaki to hunt down the wolves. Perhaps you've seen them on pikes outside of our gates.
I have, yeah.
Yeah, they are prizes from those over there. Not many are brave enough to do that.
Do they get paid for, like if they get compensated for killing these wolves?
Well, we just recently wrapped up a Wolf's Head Jamboree festival earlier this week. I believe they were huge contributors to that celebration. I definitely believe they kind of rallied what few brave husbands we have still here in Valaki and hunted down a couple wolves to the west of our gates.
Very cool. They seem like cool people. I think I'm gonna go say hi to them too.
Very well. I will clean up the bar by myself. Not that I run a bar to sit in silence, but good luck.
Thanks.
All right, so Yetta and Hugo begin to walk over to these two men.
Gentlemen, what are you drinking?
What are they drinking?
Ale, somehow.
Yeah, mysteriously, moonshine.
Gosh, Hammy.
They both seem to be drinking the purple grape mash number 3.
Would you like another round on me?
That is not necessary, but thank you.
May we sit?
He gestures to the chairs on the other side of the table from them.
I will pull up a chair and sit.
I'm Hugo, and this is Eureka, and I just want to say I really appreciate your work. It's good workmanship with the heads outside. I appreciate that.
Thank you. It is just a day's work, you know.
How does one find themselves being like a werewolf hunter?
Well, and the older gentleman kind of perks up. He goes, well, for a long time I was the only one who'd come back, so I guess the town considered me good at it. And then Yagani over here, I got him training at a younger age, and he's been following me along ever since. Earns good money, but it is not an easy task.
Hugo kind of perks up when he heard earns good money. Are you guys like the sole wolf hunters of Valaki?
And they kind of look and nod at you.
Need some help?
Well, we've recruited people in the past. They did not last very long, but if you're willing to give it a try, you're welcome to come and hunt with us.
When do you guys hunt?
Strictly during the day. We are taking a break because our hunting yesterday led us late into the hours, and we took a day off. But we never hunt at night. But we'd be happy to offer our services as guides as well. Perhaps if you're heading west to the village of Kresk. I know a lot of people head over there to meet with the abbot.
The abbot? I'm just not familiar. What's the abbot? I'm new in town.
Oh, well, I believe there is an abbey near Kresk, and many people go there for its services, I suppose. We often act as guides. Modest fee of 5 gold a day, but we protect you, we fight wolves. Standard.
Do you know the name of this abbey?
Saint Markovia.
Ah, I've heard good things of it.
I've heard the same. I do not venture beyond Kresk. We get most travelers to the gates, and we turn back or we wait there, but I've never experienced the abbey myself. It's just outside of the city, but most of the time we just get people there.
What keeps you from going in and experiencing it?
I have no interest. They pay me to guide. We get them, we bring them back. We come here to drink day by day.
So you have some experience as a guide. Have you ever been like hired as like almost like a bodyguard sort of figure, or like protector of someone that needs protecting, maybe?
Within the city walls, most of that babysitting is done by the guards. No, we are strictly outside gates.
So it's pretty safe, you'd say, in Valaki?
Sure. As long as you stay away from the head honcho of the guards.
The what?
I said as long as you stay away from the head honcho of the guards, you should be fine here in Valaki.
What's the head honcho?
The burgomaster has this man, Izek. He leads the guards. He is, well, if you don't mind the word, he's a little crazy. And he has a short temper. But if you keep from him, stay well behaved, don't get too drunk here at night, you should be okay.
But I love my booze. That could be difficult to do, but I'll try to keep it under wraps. Who pays you for these, wolves or werewolves that you bring in? Is it the burgomaster that you're, paid by?
Sometimes the burgomaster, sometimes Izek himself. But yes, we bring proof by wolf head. We get paid varying prices based off of how big they are. It's all in a day's work. It's good money. It lasts us, but no one is usually brave enough besides us to do it.
Well, I don't know if you can tell, but I always crave some fun and some danger, and I'm pretty fearless. So if you ever want, a tag along, my name's Hugo, and I feel like I'll be here for a few days and staying at this tavern.
Please, if you stay here, you'll see many of our prizes we get to hang here, and we give them as gifts to the Martikov family, and he kind of the younger man, Yengevi, am I saying that right? Yevgeny. He kind of points to a couple heads on the walls, mounted. You can see several wolf heads. He goes, "We might be a little what do you say? Superstitious. I keep a swatch of wolf every kill, while Soul of Adar notches his bow for every wolf kill, and
Oh
we
my god,
try to."
I kind of do the same thing with my kills, and I like kind of point out all of my tattoos and stuff. You know, I feel like we get along.
You have a lot of spirit, but yes, you seem to work.
You say that this Ezek is crazy. What does he do?
You haven't seen them yet, I guess.
No, we've just arrived.
Well, Isaac, he has this deformed arm. I think it can do magical things. One time I saw him arresting a civilian for malicious unhappiness, and flame came out of his hand.
How long has he been in town? Has he been here for years?
Oh, all his life. He was raised here.
Did you know him as a kid, or?
No. He's been crazy for a very long time. He went crazy when he was a child, I believe. He lost his sister a long time ago, and there's been a whack job ever since.
And somehow he became head of the guardsmen in the city. Is he like related to someone, like child of someone famous? Like what the hell?
Nothing bloodline related, but he's extremely loyal to the burgomaster, which, because I like you, Hugo, not many people are. And the burgomaster respects that and lets him rise to the ranks. And so he really does, although he's head of the guards, he's kind of like the lapdog to the burgomaster.
Why do many people not trust the burgomaster here?
Our work is hard. We respect that he pays us for our work, but the burgomaster is delusional to think that festivals will keep evil away. I mean, just saying it is laughable, but the burgomaster treats his festivals very seriously, and as I mentioned, he does arrest people for malicious unhappiness, which is why we tend to keep ourselves huddled up here, because I'm sure we would not be openly welcomed in the town square during festivals with our grim faces. So he treats grimness very seriously.
Oh. Well, lucky for you, I can put on the happy face.
Good luck. But yes, the burgomaster would love to hear that. He is all about happiness and celebration and a feeling of safety.
Has Valaki always been this safe?
To my memory, yes. The burgomaster's father was also not as committed, but interested in projecting happiness in the city. But yes, it's always been pretty safe. The occasional wolf will stray closer to the gates and the guards feel comfortable, but that's what we're here for. My father did the same thing.
There's no other monsters that attack Valaki. It's mostly just like werewolves and wolves.
Yes.
Because we've already seen a pretty decent history of other monsters in this land from just our brief time here.
Well,
Yes, and very close to the gates of Valaki.
we have also experienced other things besides wolves when we're hunting, but for the most time it is strictly wolves. What have you found?
About the, what? Half mile?
Boogie
mile?
monsters?
What's that? Boogie monsters?
I'm not joking, I'm serious.
Oh, shit. Fuck.
Skeleton things, like undead things, like zombies.
We found 3 hags the other day. That
Oh yeah, we killed some hags. They were like eating up your kids and shit.
Hugo, don't talk of it.
Oh,
Interesting. I would not know what tools are needed to kill such beasts.
to speak of, we also came to town to make sure. We wanted to make sure there are no missing children in Valaki like we found in Borovia.
Mm. Oh, you know, the Vistani are looking for a child. Yeah,
Oh, you speak with Vistani, yeah.
not regularly. We, when we were coming back late last night, we stumbled across some Vistani.
Did they
And
treat you well?
they asked a couple questions, asked if we'd seen a little girl. We did not. They went on their way, we went back to town.
Mm.
They drop her name at all?
No.
Mm.
I want to insight check that with the name.
Go ahead.
20.
You can tell that he is being honest about the name, but the details of the Vistani
Mm.
is dishonest.
Are you sure you did not meet with Vistani?
I mean, we saw Vistani, but they were with some elves.
Elves.
Yeah, it sounds weird.
A very rare sight in Borovia. Have you seen
Yes.
these elves in town?
I'd never seen them before in my life, besides the occasional traveler who comes from faraway lands, but they all look the same. And they dress the same, and they were with the Vistani.
Ah. You did not think to ask them anymore, or you knew not your place?
I'm not interested.
Well,
Were
I
they
appreciate that detail.
male elves or female elves?
They were male, I believe. It's hard to tell with elves. They all have long hair. Why are you laughing?
Caitlin.
All right, with that, we'll go to somebody else. That was a very long conversation.
Were they like 20, like 5 or 6 or?
No, it was about five people in total.
No, like their age.
Their age of what?
The elves.
I don't know.
I'm just asking for a friend. I'm so sorry.
I don't know what elves. I don't know. They looked like adults.
Oh, okay.
They kind of kept back. I'd never seen something like that before.
Oh, okay.
So you seem like men of stature.
Thank
And
you.
I gesture
Thank
at
God.
their silver bracelets, and I say, "What?"
Oh,
What
Paige,
position
before I
do you-
sit down, I slip on my signet ring, which I don't generally wear.
Got it. Okay.
What station in town do you hold? And there's a little bit of a, just think like.
I see the physicality. You're doing
Yeah,
one of these.
just think of when you look at me, suddenly there's like this glimmer of the "that's a sexy baby" moment in Breaking Dawn, as I use my channel divinity
Sexy.
To do what?
to be a little bit more persuasive about.
Oh, is
bringing-
that +5 to your persuasion checks?
to bring a little bit more out of the conversation?
Oh, good.
Turn on the charm.
All right, roll a persuasion.
Oh, and can I assist by like putting one hand over the other with like the signet ring up top, so they know I'm a noble too?
Yeah, so roll with advantage. So roll one more time. Take the higher of the two, because he's assisting you.
So.
So what were you asking, by the way? Because you went on this whole thing about like stature, and I was like, okay,
Well,
what's happening?
I see your men of stature. I gesture at their bracelets.
Oh, okay. What did
and and I say what I ask them what station they hold in town, and I just got 20.
you got a nat 20
No.
with your +5?
What? 20 total.
But you did the +5 that you just did. Okay, I just want to make sure you're using your thank guy. So
It's charisma. Oh, persuasion, right?
persuasion, bud.
Oh, gotcha. So 23.
23.
Yeah.
So they look at you both and they say, "You're clearly not from here, but we are of the Watcher family. One of the oldest families here in Valaki. Even older than the Burgomaster's family. The, I forgot their names. Valakovics. The Watcher family bloodline has been a part of Barovia for years. And we are just the youngest, most eligible bachelors of the household.
I can see.
We are not interested. We speak. I speak for both of us in this scenario.
Oh, you misunderstand.
You're right, I do. You're oddly charming, though, I have to say. I don't know why. A little bit ago, you were being very weird and talking a lot about the religion, which is not quite our thing, but you were saying.
So what traditionally does your family do in town?
Well, my mother owns a fine house just north of here. And I actually don't know what they do and like why they're fucking rich. They're just fucking old. Old money. It's old money.
Fair enough.
I don't think they really. They're our mother Fiona. She's the matriarch now that our father passed. But
Was their dad named Shrek?
you're not there, so you don't get to ask those kinds of questions.
It's just a personal question, like I need to know.
His name might have been Strato. I don't see the connection though.
Would you mind giving us kind of a rundown of the different important families in town? As you noted, we are new and we don't want to step on any toes on accident.
No, you do not offend. Newbies struggle, but it's really quite simple. There are really only two households, both alike in dignity. In Fair Valaki, where we lay the scene, there is the Watcher family, ours, and there is the Valakovic family. The Valakovics happen to become the family of burgomasters, while we are not.
How did that happen? When did that happen?
I believe long, long ago, when the prince took over this land and defeated the evil here, he assigned many families to be the burgomasters of these villages that have been established for years. And it was decided that the Valakovic family would be the leaders of this. This is their namesake, granted, I will give them that, Valakovic, Valaki, but we have been dear friends of the prince for generations.
Perhaps he made a mistake in his awarding.
My mother seems to think so.
Any grand spectacles that, or anything that you enjoy sponsoring that we should come out to see?
Well, we are not. My mother isn't a particular fan of the festivals that Vargas likes to put up, but
Absolutely.
I find them a little tacky, if you ask me. Who needs a festival 3 days a week? But no, we tend to try to keep ourselves busy. There's not a lot to do here as young gentlemen. Not a lot of tale either, if we're being honest. But yeah, no, we constantly try to find ways to entertain ourselves here and stay as far away from our home as possible. Our mother can be a little doting for adults, which is why we're here.
You sound like you need some.
Excitement? Yes, exactly that. And the festivals do not provide excitement. Any suggestions?
Travel's always good. I found.
Okay, we'll add that to the list. What about you, priest man? What do you think?
What is it?
Traveling.
Traveling?
Do you agree?
I appreciate some good traveling and clearing the land of those beasts that bring evil to it is always a addition to adventure for adventuring folk.
Mm.
Can I do a perception check to see how they react to the mention of like clearing evil?
Sure.
Oh shit.
It would be more of an insight though.
Okay. So it's a 6. It's a big 6.
Ooh. Yeah, they don't seem particularly piqued in interest with the change in discussion of good and evil. As you're conversing, Rapture and Brana, you're sitting off. Oh no, Rapture, you're talking with Irina. Brana, you're off alone. Can you roll a perception check for me?
Yes, ma'am. I can do that. Give me 1 second. I forget my modifier. Perception check. Okay. 23.
Wow. So, you set yourself in the corner, right by the doorway, correct?
Yep.
So you can see your party has definitely scattered on the main floor of this inn. And as you're kind of watching everyone converse with these new Valakians,
Nerds.
you see, and it's very, very subtle, you see the door behind you crack just slightly open. And as you kind of look, you kind of turn your head and look, and you see a tiny little shadow begin to peek through. And as it pokes its head in, you see what looks to be a little monkey. And it, yep, like a little monkey, kind of peeks, squeezes through the door, keeps it cracked, and begins to kind of, on all fours, start to walk into the bar. And it turns and looks at you, and it walks up, and it hands you a piece of paper.
I take the paper.
All right, and he kind of looks at you, and he starts to look around, and he heads over up to in between Irina and Rapture, and very quietly tries to hand them a piece of paper, and he taps Irina on the leg, and Irina looks down and goes, oh, okay, and picks up the piece of paper. And as she kind of looks down and shrieks, Danica peers over the bar, and she goes, Piccolo, what did I say about soliciting? Get out of here! Piccolo, go! Go! And you see the monkey scurry, kind of collect its things. It has like a little a boo hat, and it scurries back out of the door, leaving the door cracked. And she kind of shrugs and she goes, oh, God damn it, Blinsky. Keep your pet monkey out of my inn. And she kind of walks behind the bar and closes the door behind the monkey.
Is it a little card that says
Tell me this is
goodbye?
a carnival monkey. Circus baby monkey. Oh my
So
God.
Irina has a piece of paper and Brana has a piece of paper. Brana, do you look at the paper?
Yeah.
When you flip the paper over, it says, is no fun, is no Blinsky.
It says, please buy this small packet of Kleenex to fund my school.
Do you say that to anybody?
Do I say what to anyone?
Or like Irina kind of flips the card over and looks at it too, but do you do anything with that?
I run over because do I see the monkey?
Everyone kind of hears the disruption as Danica yells, like, Piccolo, get out of here, no soliciting.
I like run over to Brana and like kind of like push her and like try to like look at the paper. I'm like, oh my God, that was the cutest thing ever. What did he offer you?
A piece of paper. Apparently, Blinsky's is the fun here.
Finally, some entertainment. And I yell to
With Hugo saying entertainment, I go, what the fuck?
I go, what's this all about? To the barkeep. I keep forgetting her name.
Danica.
Her name's Danica, like Danica Patrick. Not intentional, it's in the book. But she says,
Oh, sorry.
oh, go ahead, what were you going to say, Victoria?
Oh, I was gonna say, can Rapture take the paper from Irina and like really look at it, I can, or she can, comprehend any written word or symbol should it hold any meaning. So is there anything else on the paper besides is no fun, is no Blinsky?
No, it seems actually very basic, and it seems to be kind of like a business card, like a calling card. And there's you can see it's fresh, and as you touch it and assess it, the ink is smeared even within the warmth of your hand, so it's fresh
Okay.
ink. And Hugo, as you turn to Danica, she goes, "That is Piccolo, Blinsky's pet. It solicits for his toy shop."
There's a toy shop.
Oh my god! Yay!
Yeah. Benvom, are you listening?
Sure.
You might remember her say the word Blinsky because when Mary gave you that doll, it had a tag on it that said "is no fun, is no Blinsky," but it was very worn.
I have the doll on me. I can look at it.
Yep, and the memory, you stir and you flip over the doll, and you can see the tag on the back of the doll says the same thing: "Is no fun, is no Blinsky."
Oh, where's the toy store?
Oh, dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee.
I do that
It
kind of
is.
discreetly and keep that to myself because I have another question I wanted to ask.
Not a problem. It is just south of here. Follow the bend in the road, just south of us in town.
Oh, guys, we have to go. That sounds so fun. Finally, somewhere fun in this stupid world. No? No one else? Cool.
Hugo, I'm not starting to like you very much.
You're fun. You're like the only fun thing about this place, yeah. You're like the exception. You're the rarity. Okay.
I'm gonna put on Hugo's voice. I'm not entertained. What the fuck? This place sucks.
Good one.
What, Hugo? You don't think I'm fun?
No.
Irina comes over to you, Yetta, and whispers in your ear to mimic Hugo more.
I will laugh outrageously at her not great funny joke.
She wasn't making a joke. She was telling you to mimic Hugo more.
Oh, I thought she was mimicking him in my ear.
No. She was telling you, continue. Please continue this.
Oh. I forgot to pee. I'm gonna go pee in the fountain. Fuck these horses. I'm gonna stab them. Who needs a spice rack?
All right, next time I'm just not gonna help you in battle from now on, okay? And we'll see who's laughing then when you're dead.
I'm a little servant boy. I don't have clothes.
Oh, I didn't like that. I got mad, and I walk out.
Did you rage?
Pull a Liam O'Brien.
Bitch, are you? No, I just walk out.
All right.
I walk away.
You said there was one question you had.
Yeah.
What was it?
Well, I mean, we're kind of having this conversation about the history of their family, right?
Yeah.
So, I suppose this close relationship with the prince was somewhat strained when he named the Valakovics
Velikovics.
head of Valaki.
I don't know. I mean, that was a long time ago. Hundreds of years ago, actually. But, my mother seems to think the prince helped our family in other ways. I could not tell you how. Definitely did not make my mother any nicer, I could tell you that much.
Alright.
Is there anything you guys would like to say or do?
Divine Sense, I wanted to run real quick.
Okay?
As an action, open your awareness to strong evil or powerful good. So, know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet. That is not behind total cover.
Okay.
Anything?
No.
Okay.
You do not sense complete evil or... What was the phrasing?
Well, it's more specifically, I can sense a celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet.
Yeah, you do not sense that.
and then also I can sense any place or object that's been consecrated or desecrated. But I was more looking at people.
Nope. You use your divine sense from Lathander and sense nothing that piques your interest.
I think Revlon would probably, politely excuse himself and move back over to the kind of other table with Rapture and Irina.
Okay.
I'd probably thank them for all the information as well and move away.
And they kind of nod.
Would I have heard them talking about elves on the table over?
Probably not, but
Okay. Yeah, I was just kind of wondering.
yeah, I mean, yeah, if while you were engaging with the Watcher brothers, probably not, but obviously it's doable that you guys can discuss it. Well, I don't really have a cliffhanger. I was gonna do the cliffhanger with the monkey, but you guys wanted to wrap. Is there any other conversations you guys want to wrap up before we end for the night?
All good
No.
over here.
Cool. So you've Yetta and Hugo. Have you walked away from the hunters?
Yeah, Hugo walked away completely.
Yeah. Have you, Yetta?
Yeah, I kind of walked back towards the rest of my party.
Okay, so you kind of all reconverge back into the center of the bar. You've had some lunch. You've kind of met some people here, and you've just met a mysterious pet monkey who advertises a pet toy store nearby, with a lot
Called
of
Piccolo,
called
right?
Piccolo, yeah, with a lot of places to uncover. That is where we'll leave tonight's session.
Yeah, I guess I'll just leave it with that. I showed them the dog.
You show
In that. Yeah.
Okay.
What time of night is it? Or day?
It's just afternoon now. You guys have been hanging out for about an hour, so it's probably like just before 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Are there brothels in this town?
From what you've asked, no.
Okay.
From what you can extrapolate about their opinion on crime.
Also, no.
All right. Are there any questions? Awesome. Great job, everybody.
Yay!
That was fun.
Yeah.
No horses were harmed in the making of this episode.
For once.
One was enlarged beyond fixing. But
Not
Oh.
enough horse stuff.
Did anybody do anything to my frog?
I ate it.
Do I still have my frog?
You
I
haven't.
completely forgot about your frog, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah.
The frog is fine, arguably, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know if you specified if you're keeping him on you. If so, you need to tell me where you're keeping him.
I was keeping him on my shoulder last time we talked about
That
it.
won't work. I'll tell you right now, that definitely won't work. As you're walking through Valakey, it would make several attempts to hop off your shoulder.
Can I continually make athletics checks to see if I catch him, or?
Dear God, we're not doing this. You need to find another way to maintain a frog.
just cinch him into your belt.
Otherwise, you've placed him in a little pouch in your pack until you found a solution.
Oh, that's not good for him.
Okay, but you didn't mention the frog at all, so you should be nice that I'm letting you fucking put it in a pack.
Keep him in your guitar.
Yeah.
Wait, guys, think about this. Who is the celebrity face cast for your character?
The what?
Like, who would you cast to play your character? Kelly, yours is easy. It's Jason Momoa. Duh.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh, I was picturing like a mean Mark Ruffalo.
You mean like the Hulk? You were picturing the Hulk?
Oh, wait. Weird.
A large green Mark Ruffalo.
Rapture suddenly loves Hugo.
I have to think on this for a second.
I mean, you have time. Feel free not to have to answer tonight.
Part of me's thinking like Salma Hayek. Because I love her.
What a dream.
I'm imagining a 4.5 foot tall Salma Hayek.
Isn't that how tall she actually is?
Rude.
What's wrong with the Salma Hayek?
She's 5'2". She's like 4'8" in real life. It's fine. She's very small. I thought you were gonna say Selma Blair, and I was like, really?
Kind of cold for a Yetta.
In fact, I have to do an Eastern European celebrity women search.
All right, everybody, say goodbye to the internet.
Bye,
Bye,
Internet.
internet.